Hey, you know what, guys? This right here, this rambling, boring conversation containing already made before observations.
Nice.
This could be a podcast.
You can do it!
Huh, it's actually not a bad idea.
Oh my God! Wow!
Really? A podcast? Don't you have to be some sort of whiz kid to do those?
Yeah, boy.
Definitely not. Anyone with a computer can make one.
Damn!
Well, that's it. We're anyone. Who's in?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
God, please, no! 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 No!
Is it happening? Are we doing it now?
You're smart, you are. What is 3 multiplied by 13?
3 multiplied by 13. 3,622,000,000.
And can you explain how you got to that conclusion, please?
Fuck no, smoked too much bud. It just popped into my head.
How many shoes are there in 4 pairs of shoes?
Fucking hell. What's a pair of shoes?
It's really hurting our rep.
I know exactly what you mean, Brian. Every man in this city's laughing at us. And I don't like it.
Greetings. Right, it says I got one person watching here. Greetings to that one person watching. Don't be afraid to say hello in the chat. Don't be shy. Especially if I know you. So this is the first stream to this backup channel, my 007 official backup channel, made because the day after making me a YouTube partner, YouTube decided to give me a strike for a video that was 2 years old about a political figure called Zelensky, but they deemed it was harassment and bullying, because I was saying that Zelensky was Billy 98s. So, obviously, I've got another channel. I've got my Some Guy in Tenerife music channel, but I want to keep that all about the music. And I still want to get up and say stuff when if my main channel's going to get, if I do it, if this happens again, God forbid it does, it shouldn't. I'm gonna be very careful on that channel, on the main channel, obviously. But yeah. So anyway, let's see. We're gonna see if anybody pops in and says hello. If anybody I know pops in and says hello. Don't really have any subject for us to talk about today. I've got funny clips to play.
How come you pulled me out? You're in a fucking time loop, mate. Hey? You keep erasing your memory somehow and reliving the same experiences over and over again. I don't fucking remember being in a time loop. Yeah, because you keep erasing your memory, I just fucking said. Oh, yeah. Oh, you really don't remember, do you? But then you got yourself stuck in a fucking time loop in that universe, so much that you forgot what you even fucking are, cunt. And what exactly am I? No, you're just a fucking observer, mate. No way. What? Is that what I fucking think it is? Yeah, nah, fucking everything's possible in the multiverse. I gotta fucking go in and fucking ask a question. Yeah, do it. Alright, I'll be back. Oi! What shape do you reckon your Earth is?
The fuck? It's flat, you weirdo.
Ah.
Yeah, pretty sure it's a flatty.
Sorry, I full thought you were gonna say something else.
What? That it's fucking round?
Yeah.
Do I look like a fucking idiot?
Nah, it was just a social experiment question. I didn't mean anything by it.
Look, I'm not one of them fucking stupid round earth pufferfish motherfuckers, alright? Been flat out all morning catching these 3-metery flatty fucking dogs. The last thing I want to think about is my flatty earth being fucking round.
Alright.
What shape's your fucking planet?
Oh, the planet I usually go to is round, and there's some people there that reckon it's
I
flat.
don't want to hear it, mate. If you ain't gonna help me catch any dogs, I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Just so you know, like the world's dumbest rednecks that you would think are idiot, they all know this. The only people that don't know about this are moron fucking liberals like my friends in New York and LA who are the most ill-informed bumpkin dumb shit rubes I've ever seen. Everything's inversion now.
Stools and dancing. Let's show my moves.
I just don't understand why I can't live life the way that I please. I want to pretend that I wake up on a cruise and I grab a robe, put it on, drink my coffee, and stare off into the ocean. It's not a hard thing to accomplish, okay? It's called affirmating it, and I'm putting it into existence. So hop off my taquito when I'm living my best life. So beautiful. There's a dolphin. Could look out into this water for days.
So I don't know how your day's going. It is 12:06 right now. Sat here in this studio, all on me lonesome. Totally what I expected though. Whilst it's not a new channel, the Magic Treehouse Shorts, I haven't uploaded to it for a very long time, and it only had shorts on it, and so I've turned it, I've changed it, and I've turned it into this, whatever this is. But yeah, like I said, backup channel for my main channel. Just trying to get this going now. Had to apply to do the live streaming. That got approved at 11:11 last night. So yeah.
Tree cucumber, just in case I get lucky and my willy can't stand up properly. A girl come here, you know, she says to me, MK, you know, you're not functioning properly. What's the backup plan? I then go in the fridge or leave them on the side for them to get cool down, and then I put on the rubbers on it and I use it. Because these days, because I'm stressed, me really don't work properly. I say that and I say it with chest.
I just see the comment from Little Wing. Nice one, thank you, Little Wing. Pass the word around. Right. Yeah, this is good fun. I love iMovie, man, with their trailers. The templates there, I just got to get some good footage of Danny Ratweiler. Danny can eat all the Ratweiler. So I don't know if that's Little Wing still in there, or if Little Wing has passed on through. I'll tell you what, I like this this new press secretary. I think she's
to execute on them. We will continue to remove illegal criminals from our nation's interior.
Are these sanctuary city leaders, are they violating the law?
I would certainly think so. I'd have to check back on
She's
which
definitely
specific law
cute
they're
as well.
violating, but certainly if they're not enforcing our nation's immigration law, sounds like they are breaking the law. And I would also add that their constituents don't approve of that. You've seen residents in Chicago show up at their city council meetings infuriated with their leadership in that city because they are working very hard to provide for their families. They want public safety and law and order, and their officials have abandoned those very basic American principles in these cities. And the American people want law and order. It's, again, an overwhelmingly popular policy to deport illegal criminals from our nation's interior, and this administration will continue to affect that goal. Sure. Sure.
A question on Colombia. We just interviewed Colombian President Gustavo Petro, and he insisted that he's not going to take any Colombian deportee from the U.S.
No, it's that she's taking questions from people that we didn't have questions from them before. They're their approved, their favourite people that they went to. Peter Odysee obviously always got a lot of airtime. Peter Odysee, I don't seem to be hearing from Peter Odysee so much now. Not when I've been listening, at least. So yeah.
Okay, I wouldn't.
I got it. Like fucks with the minnows. It like gets into. It's like
it mutates their genitals. But
Yeah.
they've been putting that into the water on purpose to do that to people because they want to program you.
Is this
they
why
don't
my
want you
penis is shrinking?
Is it? How do you know it's shrinking?
I mean, just like
you have to have somebody measure it with
complaints.
You have to have somebody measure it with their mouth.
From my complaint department. Shrinkflation, dude.
There's a thing called shrink. What is your penis backed with? Oil? Is it a petro penis?
Dogecoin.
My penis backed by Doge, so it's up and down.
I don't really like talking about these people because they infect my mind and I start to relate shit in my real life to these freaks on the internet. I try to just save it all for one day and then I just blow it all out. You know what I mean?
Biden, Kamala in trouble, Kash Patel, solid evidence in hearing. What's this?
Face. Public trust in the FBI is low. Only 41% of the American people think the FBI is doing a good job. This is the lowest rating in a century. It's no surprise that public trust has declined in an institution that has been plagued by abuse, lack of transparency, and weaponization of law enforcement. Nevertheless, the FBI remains an important, even indispensable institution for law and order in our country. It's the people on the top floor of the J. Edgar Hoover building, not your local FBI agents, that have caused the low approval rating. Mr.
Don't you think it's the low FBI agents following orders? Well, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the orders were shit, but the orders were followed as well. So that I would argue that would mean that that's all of them. Anybody complicit?
I was just following orders. It's more than my job's worth.
You know what I'm going to say to that? That's all I got to say to that. We forgot the... I know. See, I'm one of the funniest fuckers on this planet, but nobody realizes it. Like, a guy walked into a bar. Let me finish the fucking joke. A guy walked into a bar. Will you let me finish the joke? A guy walked into a bar and he ordered a drink. That's the way I tell him.
Just so you know, like the world's dumbest rednecks that you would think are idiot, they all know this. The only people that don't know about this are moron fucking liberals like my friends in New York and LA who are the most ill-informed bumpkin dumb shit rubes I've ever seen. Everything's inversion now.
Let's see what's going on in YouTube world.
Hello and welcome. Campbell here from Autodidactic. Hope you're having a fantastic day. And AI, right? All this stuff going on with AI at the moment. I thought we'd have a bit of a chat about it.
Go on, Cam. Cam, my man.
So everyone has heard that the Don, the new American president, has started a new company and is promising to put $500 billion into it. And this company called Stargate is going to basically build infrastructure for AI so that companies in America can develop more AI-based technology and they'll basically have the computing and storage power to run it. And of course, Stargate is also the name of an operation that is, they say, is now closed, and it's a CIA operation, much like Oracle, which is part of Trump's Stargate project. Oracle was also started by the CIA and then moved out into a private company. And then we also have this other thing that's called GATE, which is for gifted children. And this was a program run through schools, the schooling system. I think it's actually still going, but it was definitely around in the 70s and 80s. And a lot of people now are remembering that they actually were part of this project, but they had forgotten. They didn't have the memories until this, information started resurfacing again. So we're going to have a look into the GATE program as well and what that is, and then of course
what about LA? Everything's gate, isn't it? Watergate and all the gates in the UK with the UK government over the coof and lockdown gate, party gate. It's gate. Everything's a gate. Think about that makes me think about Paul and What the Flock TV and Janus and the gates. Janus being the god of gateways, the god of portals and gateways and stuff.
There's Mr. Gates, right? We all know
there's
Billy
Mr.
Boy.
Gates, right.
So there's all these gates, all these connections for gates. So let's have a look at what all these things.
Hey, look at now made it bigger. You can see he's growing a bit of a beard. Go on, Cam. He's like myself. He's follically challenged in the facial area. Like can grow it all for fucking ages, and it takes fucking ages. You can't grow beards like Sasquatch beards. Sasquatch has got he's got an awesome beard, man. Very jealous of Sasquatch's beard.
Are and how they are all intertwined with each other.
To announce the largest AI infrastructure project by far in history, and it's
Donald Trump likes to be the biggest and the best and everything, and he can build the biggest walls. And I can't do my Trump impersonation. I can't fucking do it. But everything's got to be the biggest and the best. He's the greatest. He is number one. He will have the best AI infrastructure. And if he made beer, it would be the best beer. And if he made cars, they would be the best cars. You know, he's got a big orange ego.
It's all taking place right here in America. As you know, there's great competition for AI and other things, and they're coming in at the highest level. We're joined by Oracle Executive Chairman Larry Ellison, SoftBank CEO, my friend Masa Yoshi-san, and CEO of Open AI, and I would say the by far the leading expert.
Yoshi's son or Yoshi's son? Yoshi-san. Yoshi-san. Right, son. Hop. Right, Richie's son. Yoshi's son. Or Yoshi's son.
Based on everything I read.
And if it's Yoshi's son, it's like that's a little miniature dinosaur.
Sam Altman, so that's great that you're coming in together. That's a massive group of talent and money. Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear it.
Because nobody had put that name down in their books fucking years ago. You know, like the film comes out and then or Reagan, you know, they come out. I think it was Reagan that said it first, wasn't it? About Stargate. You know, it's been written down a long time there, Mr. Trump, dude. We wrote Stargate down a long time ago. You know, come on. Couldn't you have called it something different? Like intergalactic planetary wormhole.
A lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure in the United States, and very, very quickly, moving very rapidly, creating over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately. It's my honor to welcome three of the world's leading technology CEOs. And in the case of Larry Ellison, it's well beyond technology. It's sort of CEO of everything. He's an amazing man, an amazing business person.
Ellison was a talented but impatient programmer.
desperate to find something of his own to control.
To say he had the attention span of a tumbleweed is to overestimate it. I would say more the attention span of a lightning bolt.
See, that's just a fucking ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous comment to make. The attention span of a lightning bolt. Is a lightning bolt conscious? Does it have an attention span? A tumbleweed. It's debatable if a tumbleweed has a consciousness that allows it to, you know? You get me?
But his attention focused when he landed a job at a company called Ampex. Ampex was struggling with a project funded by, of all places, the information-driven CIA. The project was codenamed Oracle. The CIA needed a system to store and retrieve vast amounts of foreign intelligence, concerned with its...
And it's funny because I know Oracle well, because it was, you know, it was actually part of the interview process. Like, have you used Oracle before?
Various sensitive operations and missions. For Ellison, it was the job of a lifetime. Knowing they still needed a smarter solution for the monumental task of managing worldwide intelligence, Ellison sold his database to the CIA, his first customer. He called the new software Oracle Version 2.
A big part of Oracle's business is harvesting and then selling customer data. And it looks like Oracle might actually be better at this business than Facebook, Microsoft, Amazon, and all of the rest, because a class action lawsuit has been brought against Oracle, accusing them of tracking over 5 billion people across the globe. I know, I was shocked too. Who would have thought that Oracle, of all companies, would have had one of the largest data sets on the world's population ever? You know, this must really be upsetting the Zuck. Homie came here from another galaxy to study our species and learn how to smoke meats, yet he's getting bested by a company that's barely even recognizable these days. So how did Oracle manage to acquire this data on pretty much the entire world? Well, Oracle and other data brokers act as a central node in the ad tech network where massive volumes of personal information on the world's population is aggregated and used to identify and profile individuals for targeted advertising and other commercial and political purposes. And the worst part about all of this is how deeply embedded Oracle's tracking is into so many different technologies. Like, at least with Facebook, if you don't want them to track you, just don't use Facebook's products. Pretty easy to do. Uninstall their apps. Don't use WhatsApp or Instagram because Facebook owns those too, and you're done. Don't want Amazon to track you? Okay. Don't use Amazon. Don't use AWS. Don't use it personally. Don't give those websites your personal information. Done. But if you want to avoid Oracle tracking you, well, I guess you have to go be Amish or get into some kind of self-sufficient community, because pretty much every website is using one of Oracle's products, and their influence is basically invisible.
The police will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording, watching and recording everything that's going on. Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on. And it's unimpeachable. The cars have cameras on them. I think we have a squad car here someplace.
Do you have to be a criminal or criminally minded to have an issue with being tracked all the time? Everything monitored, recorded. Do you have to be a criminal to not want that? Or does not wanting that make you a potential, obviously it can make you a potential criminal, but does it make you a criminal, not wanting that? Not wanting to be tracked? Does that mean that you're therefore, you can't be trusted because you don't want to be tracked? You don't want Big Brother watching every move you make and assessing every decision you make and recording everything that you do. Does that make you a criminal? This is where I wish there were people in my chat people engaged in the conversation. Oh, dear.
But those kind of applications using AI, if we can use AI, and we're using AI to monitor the video, take control of the situation. We have, same thing. We have drones. We just, if there's something going on in a shopping center, and I'll stop. A drone goes out there, get there way faster than a police car. There's no reason for, by the way, high-speed chases. You shouldn't have high-speed chases between cars. You just have a drone follow the car. I mean, it's very, very simple.
So that's Larry Elliston. And as you can see, he's right into his monitoring and his AI. And, you know, with what he's saying, basically,
I wonder how he would feel about all of us having access to all the data about him. How do these people feel about that? How do they feel about us monitoring every single fucking move they make, every transaction they make? Why is nobody asking that question? Why is nobody saying to Bill Gates and to fucking everyone, like Elon Musk did a, was either Elon or Trump or someone, I think it was Elon, did a it took somebody to court about tracking his movements, because he was tracking his movements everywhere. They don't like it. I don't think there's a single person on earth that likes it, whether they have money or not. And the ones with a lot of money are the least likely to like it as well.
He wants AI to be the new overlord, right? He wants it to make the decisions, to film everyone, and to keep us all in check. His first customer, they say, whether that story is true or not, was the CIA. But there's lots of rumors that they weren't his first customer, that Oracle was actually started by the CIA. So leave me a comment as to what you think about that little theory. But the CIA also had a project called Stargate. And this is from the CIA website. This document provides a broad overview of the three main activity areas: foreign assessment, external research, and in-house investigations of the Stargate program. It is intended to provide background for the upcoming briefing on May 5th, 1993 to the, whatever that is. Primary focus of the Stargate effort is on anomalous phenomena, to include parapsychological and related biophysical interactions, that is telepathy, remote viewing, and psychokinesis. And it says here that in the 1991 Defense Authorization Act, the Defense Intelligence Agency, or DIA, was identified as executive agent for initiating a new program to investigate parapsychological anomalous phenomena. A funding level of $2 million was authorized for the DIA to undertake specific research and other activities relative to this activity. And the results from these efforts were publicized and led to a greater awareness of some of the psychological factors that are conducive to enhancing parapsychological effects.
So the CIA have done a lot of research into the psyche and into consciousness, and one of their things is that's been declassified is their thing about consciousness actually playing a part in what plays out in reality. Your consciousness building your reality, which is another way of saying your perceptions build your reality. Your conscious perceptions build your reality, create your reality. Everybody's living a different reality, whether you like it or not. Everybody's living in a different reality. They're living in their own reality. My reality, when explained to people, they think is crazy and insane or whatever. But it's my reality. It doesn't matter if it makes any fucking sense to them or not. It doesn't matter. It's not meant to make sense to them. It's meant to make sense to me, because this is my experience of this realm. This is my go. This is my cast of the die. So however I choose to perceive the world is up to me. That's what freedom of choice is. Your freedom of choice, your free will, how you perceive the world is 100% your free will. If you want to perceive if you want to perceive yourself to be able to fly, and you go and jump off a very high building or something, you're going to meet a very grim reality. But in your reality, up until the point where you realize that you're not floating anymore, up until that point, in your perception, you're flying.
Don't mind the way. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day. Smoke weed every day.
Something's in the water, I think. I think it's in the water, and it might be the same shit that's turning the frickin' frogs gray. You know what I mean? You know, Alex Jones reference?
So basically they're testing people and seeing if they can, invoke these different parapsychological effects, like astral traveling and remote viewing and telekinesis and all this kind of stuff. And Dr. Robert Jean, Dean of the Aerospace Science Department, also established a small parapsychological team at Princeton Universities. And he is still exploring psychokinesis, precognition, and remote viewing. And some of the early parapsychological effort.
And again, remote viewing, really makes no difference to me if you believe me or not. Remote viewing I consider to be something absolutely 100% real, because I've realised that it's something that I'm able to do. It's not about wanting to do it and thinking I'm going to remote view this person, because the moment I do that, my own inner thoughts interfere, and it turns in, and then what I perceive is just imagination rather than true images. Whereas if I don't think about it, but I think about the person, or if I'm talking to the person, then the images that I get in my mind are remotely viewed images of the person. And that's been confirmed to me by, with a conversation with somebody where I've explained what's going on, and they've realized that I can actually see, somehow I can see something, and it's accurate. So, that's just personal experience, though. So, like I said, each one of us is living our own personal experience, our own unique, subjective experience of what is an objective reality. But the experience of it can only ever be subjective, according to the programming that you have gone through, the programming and the experience and the indoctrination.
That is remote viewing at SRI International and at Princeton University did examine the potential for describing geographical targets at various distances. So this is remote viewing, basically where they get people to go out and remote view these different places. So they want basically for spying, right? For spying on the enemy and seeing what they're up to. So weaponizing these different senses that people, have naturally. And here it just says that they're having problems. A lot of people don't believe the results they're getting or they were getting. And down here, the Behavioral and Brain Sciences, 1987, presented a balanced view of the research. Some of the articles presented reasonable cases for anomaly demonstrations. A National Research Council report in 1988, however, took a negative stance in general, even though it reviewed a very limited aspect of the field, blah, blah, blah. So what they're saying is that this existed, and they were basically using people with natural abilities in things like remote viewing, precognition, telekinesis, telepathy, all these different things. And they wanted to weaponize them and use them for war, right? For spying, basically, and war type activities. But the narrative we're given, whether this is true or not, I'm not sure, is that it was shut down because basically most people didn't believe them and their findings. And so, it was shut down and the funding was pulled. So is it still going? I don't know. What do you think? Leave me your comments below.
There is always somebody somewhere that wants to keep those sorts of projects going. So the likelihood that it's continued but underground and a black project, a dark project that is funded by different means, you can absolutely guarantee that there is some fucking billionaire megalomaniac out there that is all up for funding that sort of research. So, of course, it's going on.
But it's definitely CIA. It definitely did exist. And as we saw before, Larry Elliston with the AI and Oracle came from the CIA. We've got $500 billion being sunk into AI infrastructure. And so there seems to be a tie between all of these things. Because
I don't know if anybody else has seen the OpenAI, what happens to the OpenAI logo when you basically copy the image, flip it, and then lay it over the top of. So you take that circular logo, take a copy of that image, and then flip it and lay it over the top again perfectly. And you just do that and have a look at it and see what it is. I'm not going to say anymore.
of all the Stargates, right? They're all called Stargate. And of course, what is a Stargate? Well, we're told that it's like a portal to another reality. And if you look at movies like The 13th Floor, which is about people living in a simulated reality, right? Much like The Matrix. So is this what this portal is? Is that what this AI Stargate portal is? Is it to take us into another level of a simulated reality?
And if you think about that, that's exactly what it is. Like anything on the internet, you are going into a different reality. It's a reality that's based on images, sounds, like anybody watching you have your perception of me based on what you've seen on the internet of me. That's where, and you know, and obviously whatever feeling that you get when you're listening to me talking or whatever, but that's not me. Like, so people that only what's the word? It's completely gone out of my head. That only interact on live stream chats where they're watching somebody on a panel or whatever, like watching Flow State or watching Martin Liedker, and only being involved in the live stream chats. You don't know that person. You can't get to know that person. You can get to know an aspect of that person, but it's not them. It's not the whole picture. It's interesting seeing people coming in. The view goes up, one count, one person comes in, and they sit there and they don't say anything, and then they fuck off again. Because obviously this conversation's far too intellectual.
What do you think? Let me know. But I also want to just let you know about another organization called GATE. And GATE stands for Gifted and Talented Education. And as you can see, the CIA are definitely into training for gifted, right? Involvement in GATE. You've read it, CIA, Project Stargate, you know, there's so many links to the CIA when you do a search. They hear the CIA wants your kids. And that's what this is all about, the GATE project. So what was the GATE project? Like I said, it was gifted for the gifted children, right? Basically to find the smart children, but also to find the children that had special abilities, like remote viewing, like telekinesis, like precognition, right?
It could be argued that all children have special abilities. All children have special abilities that are programmed out of them, that are basically, they're not encouraged, they're played down. All children have special abilities.
Just as they were using and searching for in the Stargate program that the CIA ran. And this GATE that they ran in, this was all run through schools, through the education system. It's just popped back up basically in people's consciousness. And I guess it's probably because of Stargate and everything that's going on at the moment. And it's very interesting because a lot of people went through this when they were younger, when they were at primary school, and they'd forgotten about the experience. And now that it's come back in and there's videos made, a lot of people are seeing these videos and remembering that, yes, they actually were in this GATE program, right? So what happened there? A lot of people are thinking that they've had their memories tampered with or something, or maybe they were shut down. But also, is this where they were finding all their recruits, right, for the Stargate program? Let me know what you think. But let's have a look at a couple of these videos about GATE.
Hey y'all, here's another one that might tie in with the GATE program. I remember this vividly. I remember that they would take us out of class and they would have us listen to these headphones that were plugged into a suitcase. Now you have to remember this was the late 80s and early 90s. We didn't have personal computers in the way that we have them today, and very efficient and small things. So it was a suitcase with some kind of a computer in it and these headphones plugged into it. And what we had to do was they would tell us to listen for the tone on the left or the right side and raise your hand corresponding to the side which the tone played on. Raise your hand.
I remember this. I remember doing that. I thought it was a hearing test.
When you hear it, and then lower your hand when it stops. I'm kind of curious, why is it that everybody doesn't remember what happened in these GATE programs or these gifted programs? I have to wonder if between things like the sound test and other things that, was it some kind of frequency hypnosis?
The Gifted and Talented program was what? So it's been all over my For You page that the Gifted and Talented program was actually an experiment. There's been some speculation that there were some agencies that were doing this to children who showed certain levels of aptitude in different areas in order to maybe train them for future endeavors. When you think of organizations with classified documents and doing things like astral projection, examining consciousness, you know, beings from other places, all of that, this is kind of all within that realm.
If you were in the GATE program as a kid, remember that pink liquid that they would give you to drink? If yes, you have to see this. So on the original video where we were all talking about this, a lot of you guys were bringing up the pink drink that they gave us. And I was like, Starbucks has a really popular drink named the pink drink. So I was like, you know what? Let me just look and see if there are any connections. And there always is. Did you guys know that Starbucks operates a special location at the 3-letter agency's headquarters in Langley, Virginia? The baristas are not allowed to put names on the cups. The employees undergo extensive background checks. The store is located within a secure compound, accessible only to authorized individuals. Stealthy Starbucks was put in 2006. Their secret menu started gaining traction about 4 years after that Starbucks was put in there. Anyone want to take a wild guess at what the first drink on the secret menu was? If this video makes no sense at all to you, this is your hint. It really makes you wonder, and I'm not a person that believes in coincidences, and where they do happen, there's not as many as there are here. This is for entertainment only. I'm completely crazy. Don't listen to a word I say.
Yep, that's what I say. That's what I say. I say major disclaimer. It's running along the bottom now. Actually, it doesn't confirm the fact that I'm crazy, but, you know, I have done it myself. Hello, one person again. There we go, one person in watching. Hello, one person. You know, you can say hey in the chat. Don't be shy.
So I've been digging more into the GATE program. I was in the GATE program from like 92 to 95 approximately. And what I found out is there's these theories that basically it was like a sorting process. So somehow they would kind of get a profile on you. They would
By one person.
find out that maybe you are a starseed or maybe you have some sort of psychic abilities. And then they would place you in this program. Well, in this program, it's theorized what they were doing was they were trying to ascertain whether you could be used in some of these secretive programs. For example, they might see if you're compliant. They might see if you're obedient and you can kind of follow orders. So anyways, what people have...
So that's what... Yeah. That's probably why I didn't... probably why I didn't go anywhere. That's why I did. Like I was put into a fucking private school and everything after all of that, and 4 years at private school, didn't like it. Didn't want to fit in. Didn't like the people.
Notice is.
And all these guys that are going out the GATE all these GATE program people, they're obviously people that didn't graduate, if that's the right way to put it. They obviously didn't, you know, they weren't going to be able to be used. So the ones that were used, we don't hear about them.
Once he...
Let's see what else is going on. This is shocking, man. What's going on in Sweden? My heart goes out to everybody in Sweden. Freaking shocking, man. Inside Britain's cannabis letterbox drug trade. Channel 4 documentaries.
Last week.
8.1 million views. This is why you can't go to Antarctica.
Standing it up.
That's right.
Detainees.
Oh yeah, that'll be right. I'm on my backup channel. That'll be what the thing is there. There we go. We've got a completely different. Oh look. First live stream to this channel, 007 backup channel.
One on 60 Minutes, you know about that, where they took Kamala's answer, which was a crazy answer, a horrible answer, and they took the whole answer out and they replaced it with something else she said later on.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
Well, Bill, the work that we have done has resulted in a number of movements in that region by Israel that were very much prompted by or a result of many things, including our advocacy for what needs to happen in the region.
But it seems that Prime Minister Netanyahu is not listening.
We're not going to stop pursuing what is necessary for the United States to be clear about where we stand on the need for this war to end.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering.
Hey, Jeremy. How you doing, buddy?
News for Donald Trump and his lawsuit against CBS as they attempted to cover for Kamala Harris, and probably the worst news imaginable for her. And it couldn't have happened to a more garbage person, a worse person. This whole cover-up has been bonkers. On top of that, Kamala Harris getting all these softball interviews and all this nonsense that everyone...
I'll tell you what, I'm bored of Kamala Harris. Not that much. What we got going on here? Oh, look, Danny Canito.
¿Cómo será mi piel junto a tu piel? ¿Cómo será mi piel junto a tu piel? Cartón o ceniza.
Ah, such a little cutie boy. Such a little cutie pie.
All right, Alexander, let's talk about what is going on in France and what is going on in Germany. And in France, it looks like we might be getting another no confidence vote. Macron is just sinking. I think he's at the lowest approval ratings ever.
Absolutely.
In all of his history of being a president of France, he's at the lowest level. Deserved it.
Just absolutely. I mean, everything is falling apart around him. He called the elections last year. We saw the extent to which the result of those elections was manipulated. But nonetheless, it still it still created a situation where there was no stable coalition to form a government in the French Parliament. Macron's entire strategy since the elections has been to split the left, to cause the Socialist Party, which is in uncomfortable coalition with Jean-Luc Mélenchon's.
Hello. My name is Keir Starmer, and I'm quite boring. I speak in a very...
Keir Starmer speaks more like that. He's more of a complete knob. He sounds a bit like Mr. Bean. I keep meaning to do a Keir Starmer impersonation. Absolute penis. He's like... It's just an absolute penis.
Fucking vocal coaching.
Bruh.
It's nice to feel good. Animal fucking.
Touchy.
Oh my God. Parkour!
Oh man. I love it when dogs have zoomies.
Oh my.
Dogs having zoomies is just brilliant.
Huh?
Ah, that's lovely. That's just
Touchy.
fucking hilarious. Hilariously funny. We're going to end this stream on some hilariously funny animal videos.
What? What do you need? Do you need to go outside? Is it brekkie time? It's not brekkie time yet.
That's definitely ripe for a rock star voiceover. I want to do that, man. I want to do voiceover videos with Kanito, but actually I want Rockstar to do voiceovers for it because it's really good. Their voiceovers are really good, man. We freaking love them. Absolutely love them. What are you saying there, Lionel? What are you saying? What are you saying? Come on.
Done.
Talk
How
to me,
much he
Lionel.
has done to make America stronger. How much he has done to make America stronger in so many ways, not only by destroying and getting rid of this cancer called DEI, but changing the focus and the way we think. The death of DEI was not just necessary, it was inevitable. These programs strike at the heart of what has made America exceptional. The freedom for individuals to rise and fall on the merits of their own abilities, not their demographics. This is purely Americans. For centuries, that principle has driven American achievements in science, in technology, in art, innovation. Sports works like that. Sports is a pure meritocracy. Believe me. If you are a...
It's not just an American thing. It's not just an American thing, man. No, it used to be the case in the UK. Long time ago. It used to be the case in the UK. I had to go to this archery thing the other day. Look at that. Whatever that means. I got three crowns. Whatever that means. Let's see if it's... Let's have on where I've got to so far. Look at that, 190. I think that's me. Is that me? Fucking I pressed the right click on the fucking... Go fuck yourself at that. Jesus! Right, let's try that again. There we go. Yay! Alright, so we got a bit of wind now. Okay, let's go. Let's fucking go. Here we go, here we go. Go on, son. A bit more wind again, and it's in the snow, so like, and it's fucking going round. Look at that. Okay. Go on. There you go. And again, we got the wind. Just keep it there, keep it there. Let's go. Oh! I fucked it. Yeah, do it again. Where's the wind? There we go. There we go. What the fuck? Come back over here. Over here. Over here. Up, down, right. There we go. Now. There you go. Alright. Let's drop it up here a little bit. Wind's going that way a little bit. Whoa, where are you going? Where are you going? Come back. There we go. Just this one now. Okay, a little bit stronger the wind. A little bit stronger. Go on. We'll go with 5, come on. Stronger wind again. No, no, no. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Fucked it. I got me 4 little things there. Oh, I'm bored of that. Exit. Wasn't that good fun there? Didn't you have a load of fun? That was fantastic. It's just fucking awesome.
Girls, what's just happened?
So, there's an ice cream van there selling just 2 ice creams with 2 chewing gums in it.
Yeah.
For bloody £9 for 2 of them.
£9 for 2?
Yeah, £9. That is going to get nowhere. The one that comes on my street is either £1 a p or £2. That is going to get nowhere with that.
No, he ain't, is it?
No, he ain't.
That's well bad, isn't it?
Yeah, you should know. And he only does bloody card. Stood there with my cash. Bloody hell.
That's well bad, isn't it?
Bloody well bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bet he can hear me.
How come you pulled me out? You're in a fucking time loop, mate. Hey?
You keep erasing your memory somehow and reliving the same experiences over and over again. I don't fucking remember being in a time loop. Yeah, because you keep erasing your memory, I just fucking said. Oh, yeah. Oh, you really don't remember, do you? But then you got yourself stuck in a fucking time loop in that universe, so much that you forgot what you even fucking are, cunt. And what exactly am I? No, you're just a fucking observer, mate. No way. What? Is that what I fucking think it is? Yeah, nah, fucking everything's possible in the multiverse. I gotta fucking go in and fucking ask a question. Yeah, do it. Alright, I'll be back. Oi! What shape do you reckon your Earth is?
The fuck? It's flat, you weirdo.
Ah.
Yeah, pretty sure it's a flatty.
Sorry, I full thought you were gonna say something else.
What? That it's fucking round?
Yeah.
Do I look like a fucking idiot?
Nah, it was just a social experiment question. I didn't mean anything by it.
Look, I'm not one of them fucking stupid round earth pufferfish motherfuckers, alright? Been flat out all morning catching these 3-metery flatty fucking dogs. The last thing I want to think about is my flatty earth being fucking round.
Alright.
What shape's your fucking planet?
Oh, the planet I usually go to is round, and there's some people there that reckon it's flat.
I don't want to hear it, mate. If you ain't going to help me catch any dogs, I don't want to fucking talk to you.
Just so you know, like the world's dumbest rednecks that you would think are idiot, they all know this. The only people that don't know about this are moron fucking liberals like my friends in New York and LA who are the most ill-informed bumpkin dumb shit rubes I've ever seen. Everything's inversion now.